Good evening. Thanks for joining us. She's a former ambassador for the Rick Hansen Foundation, a quadriplegic who last night hoped to realize one of her lifelong dreams. But a Richmond woman says the way she was treated by staff at GM Place has left her feeling humiliated. CTV Shannon Patterson reports.
Well, we always said we'd do anything to see him.
They're sisters who grew up listening to him.
I love George Michael. I always have. I've been a fan for 20 years, since I was 13 years old.
So when he announced a Vancouver tour date for the first time in 17 years.
And when we found out, we were just so excited. So excited. Joined the fan club, paid the money to be a fan, and then I was able to buy my tickets a week in advance.
They bought $250 floor seats, row 14 on the aisle, to accommodate Brandy's wheelchair. A car accident left her a quadriplegic 14 years ago. But when they arrived at GM Place last night,
I was bombarded with security and people telling me right away that there'll be no way I can sit where I had my tickets for.
Even though she sat on the floor for GM Place concerts before, security said Brandy's wheelchair was a fire hazard.
And they said to me, you have three options. You can be reimbursed right now, or you can go up to $300, or you can sit right at the back.
They moved to the floor at the very back by the speakers.
The concert started, everyone stood up. And we just looked at each other and started crying. And I couldn't see anything. And the second I moved into the aisle to be able to see, they told me if I moved from my spot one more time, they'd escort me out of the building. And they didn't even let her turn around or anything, and they just went like that, back up, back up, back up, back up, go back to your seat.
So they moved again, this time to level 300, the very top of GM Place.
Oh, I've been in a wheelchair for a long time, and I have never felt so humiliated and so discriminated against by people.
We have the 2010 Olympics coming. We have a mayor that's a quadriplegic. We should be like leaps and bounds ahead of most other cities. And I didn't see that last night at all.
We asked GM Place to comment, and they will on Monday. Their website says, our guest services staff all receive special training to ensure they are able to accommodate everyone equally, so that every guest's experience is a comfortable and enjoyable one.
And tonight was totally ruined.
These sisters say theirs was anything but. Shannon Patterson, CTV News, Richmond.